Hi, today we will talk about shared memory. Shared memory, it's a rather unique feature of EasyMorph. You won't find this feature in many traditional ETL and data preparation tools. And it's a very versatile feature. So what does it do? With shared memory, you can store or remember values. You can store as many values as you want. And these values can be of different types. So you can store text values, numbers, dates, different Boolean values or slugs. All of that can be stored in shared memory. It's like a nano database that is designed to store only single values, not tables, but single values. To distinguish values, one value from another, each value has a key. So you can think of keys as names for values, and of course keys should be unique. Otherwise you won't be able to distinguish one value from another. So when you read or write a value into shared memory, you have to reference it by key. So keys are important, and keys must always be unique. Remember that. Because shared memory stores values permanently, you can use shared memory in multiple workflows at the same time or not at the same time. It doesn't matter, because values written in shared memory during workflow run will remain in shared memory even after workflow finishes. So once you write a value into shared memory, you can read it in the same workflow or in another workflow. Technically speaking, shared memory, it's a part of EasyMorph repository. It's the same repository that you probably use already to store database connectors or email connectors. When you switch to another repository, keep in mind that shared memory will be switched to, because it's a part of repository. If you work with EasyMorph server and use a server-hosted repository then it means that shared memory is also part of that repository. So your desktop workflows and server workflows, they use the same shared memory, which can be very convenient. Now let's look at how shared memory can be used inside workflows. For that, I'm going to switch to EasyMorph Desktop. In EasyMorph Desktop, we use the shared memory action to work with, well, shared memory. The shared memory action currently has 4 commands: remember, recall, forget, and list. The remember command is used to store or write values into shared memory. Here is how it works. We specify remember, then we have to specify a key. In this case, the key can be, let's say, test1. And the value can be, well, something trivial. For instance, 1, 2, 3. And press apply. Now, when I run action, there is no error, which means that the value has been written into shared memory. To recall the value, let's do it in another table. I can use another command, recall. So let's create another table, and here we will use the recall command and key. So we specify the same key. That's how we reference values, and we press apply. So what happens? Now we retrieved this value from shared memory. If we use this command in another workflow, it would retrieve exactly the same value, because shared memory is the same for all workflows that are executed on your computer or in your space. Now let's look at how we can retrieve all values in shared memory. Again, we will add one more table. So I'm going to click and drag this action into another table like that. And we are going to use the list action to list all values and their keys that are stored in shared memory. We can pre-filter. For instance, if we have too many keys, we don't want to list all of them. So we can pre-filter and only list keys that start from a particular text string. So in this case, we'll keep this field empty because we want to see everything. So let's press apply, and here we go. Now we see all the values that are currently stored in shared memory. So we see the value that we've added. That's test 1 and 1, 2, 3, and there was one more value already stored in shared memory. So how can we delete values? Again, we can use the shared memory action. Let's copy it and paste. And in this case, we will use the forget command. We don't have to type in the key every time. We can pick it from the list, like in this case. Okay. And let's press apply. And let's run the section. Okay, again, it finished without errors. Let's rerun the list command and see what happens now. Let's run this command, and we'll see that the key test1 and the associated value with it has been removed. So it has been forgotten. Let's return to our presentation and see what we can do with shared memory. What are the use cases? There are multiple use cases, and actually it's just your creativity and fantasy that limits the use cases for shared memory. One of the most typical cases is environment configuration. In this case, for instance, you can have the same set of keys in two spaces, in one space for production, another server space for development environment, and you can have the same set of keys in both spaces, and each set of keys will have different values that are the defined configuration of your production or development environments. You can use shared memory, for instance, to store state between workflows. You can use it, for instance, to store, if you do an incremental load, then you can use shared memory to store the last loaded date or the last loaded timestamp or the biggest ID or row number that was loaded, so that next time when you load next increment, you start from this date. Shared memory can be used to store commonly used reference lists, such as a list of regions or a list of branches. Keep in mind that shared memory is not a full-featured database, so probably it's not a good idea to try to push millions of values into shared memory, but still it can be quite handy if you need to store rather short list, I don't know, with hundreds of thousands of values, common lists that are used in multiple workflows. Also, since values in shared memory can be changed, unlike workflow parameters, they can be changed inside the workflow. You can use shared memory to pass values from, for instance, from one iteration to another iteration. This can be handy when you need to do a cumulative calculation where you conditionally or not calculate something, and then you accumulate some value from one iteration to another iteration. So this can be done through shared memory as well. Finally, shared memory is used to store values of metrics in the catalog. It can work automatically, or when designing a catalog metric, you can specify a key from shared memory explicitly that will be linked to the catalog metric. That's it for today. Thank you.